Hi, my name is Chay and this is my piece of work called Drifting Minds. It's based on mental health, covering stress, anxiety and depression. I wanted to show this in an intellectual way, but keep it very visual, as I wanted it to be personal to me and my main actor, Courtney. To create this piece, I used everyday found, recycled, unwanted objects, as when feeling depressed, stressed or anxious, you may feel unwanted, like junk, unworthy and not yourself and like rubbish. I was inspired by Marcel Duchamp's Ready-Mades, Kurt Schwitter's Mers Bauer works, Louise Nevelson, Anthony Caro table sculptures, and for this particular piece, Tracy Emin with her bed piece and how she's going against and rejecting the male gaze and showing women not as sex objects but as down-to-earth, true humans and true women, showing the unwomanly side that is not always shown through the media. I wanted, as you can see, the pieces, there's a lot going on and there's a lot of pieces hanging, and the piece in the wardrobe is also hanging. I wanted everything to join together and to be as one, and that's why I put them together, and the wardrobe, the drawers are also hanging and the pictures are hanging, but I wanted to make sure everything slotted together quite nicely, and that's why there's images in the drawers and they're on the drawers, and in this the bricks and the wood are slotted together to join them together perfectly, as in life women and people that suffer with depression may try to act perfect because they want to seem normal or like everyone else, when really inside they're not feeling perfect or normal. So for this piece I was looking at Louise Nevelson's work, where she was using recycled objects, and for instance she was using a wooden banister and 3D building them outwards. So here's my old wardrobe, so I was using it to show that it's recycled materials, and I wanted to use it, the wardrobe particularly, because mental health is usually hidden away in closets and not open. People aren't always open about it. They usually are ashamed or don't have anyone to open up to, or are unaware of different avenues that can help them. So I placed the images in a closet. Over here, these larger images, this one is hanging to emphasize the feeling of hanging and being on edge and feeling unworthy. In both images she's wearing a black mask, and this is to show her dark side and how she may have dark thoughts and be feeling quite dark within herself. And there's shattered glass along the sides of the mask, as it is said that when feeling depressed, stressed or anxious, it can be your emotions and things in your life just shattering and being broken up into loads of little pieces that you can't quite bring them all back together. And you can't quite bring them all back together, so they're shattered all over the mask. In this top piece, she's looking into the bin because she's feeling like junk and she's feeling unworthy and just like rubbish, like she doesn't want to be here. So she's looking into the bin to imply that she's not there and it's not her, and she just doesn't want to be who she is. On minds.co.uk they say that being in green environments and being in outside doing daily exercise can help. So I've placed her in a green environment, but as you can see there's a black bar behind, and this is a physical bar to show, or to imply rather, that there is an emotional barrier within her, that's stopping her from progressing forward and helping her to feel better. and helping her to improve her lifestyle and her thought patterns and her emotional patterns. On this bottom image, she's also in the green area, but there's also a black barrier behind her, and this is to show that she's in the green environments, taking the advice from mind.co.uk, like they say to be in green environments, but she still feels enclosed in, and like she's trapped within herself and within her emotions. And although she's taken the steps to recover herself, it doesn't always work. Here in this image, you can see her laying on the ground, and she's laying to look innocent, and this is to show her fragility. And it's a spider's web climbing frame, so there is a lot of lines coming in different directions, and this is to show her feelings and her emotions, and how all her thoughts, problems and insecurities are crowded above her, smothering her like a fly that's being smothered on a web. So it's like she can't escape, so she's laying there curled up to try and protect herself, but sometimes it's too much and she can't always escape. Just above, there's pictures of her and myself when we were younger, and it's to show that there's hope and that she has hope, because back then there was no problems, life was full of fun and games, there was no care in the world. It just is to show that there's happy times, and they're exploding out of the drawer and falling down to show that when she is feeling better, because she is taking the steps, as you can see in the images over here, to make herself feel better. So when she feels better, all of these happy memories that are exploding out will soon and slowly be exploding out of her and into her life again. So she will be feeling happy, and the emotions will come back, and she will be alright, because she knows she will be alright. For this piece of work, I created two sculptures, but decided to place them together as I feel that they send a stronger message as one rather than apart. And this piece was influenced, as they were both influenced by Anthony Caro's work, his table sculptures, as they hang off the edge like his works do. And he makes his work look quite light, but it's heavy objects, and I tried to do the same thing, or was influenced by that, but I wanted to add a psychological twist to it, and that's why there are bricks, and I've used rocks, as when feeling low and depressed, you feel heavy and you're weighed down by thoughts, feelings, emotions, and just a load of stress, and feel like you can't escape. Here you can see there's wooden shard parts hanging down, and I wanted them to be very angular and sharp to show that when feeling like this, it can hurt, and it can feel like a lot of pressure, like a needle. So that's why there's loads of angular bits, because it's sharp and it's hurting and it's implying pain. And as you can see on here, there's white splatters amongst the black, and that's to show that whilst hanging there is hope and there is happy times, and that's why there's white splatters on it, to show the hope and to show that one day you will no longer be hanging. This is a square-based pyramid, so it's building up to a point, and this is to show her emotions. So at the bottom, this is where she's feeling normal and okay, and it's building up, building up, building up. Her emotions and her thoughts and her feelings are building up, and she has no one to express it to, no one to open up to. So it's getting to a point which is at the tip where you just explode, because you can't hold in all those feelings. So once again, there's glass shattering down the side, falling back down to square one, to rock bottom. And that's why the bricks are here, to show it's the bottom, and they're holding her down, and it's her emotions. And when feeling away, you may be stuck in a situation and you can feel stuck, like you can't get out. And that's what these bricks are here for, to show that she feels stuck within her emotions, and like she can't pull away and she can't get away from how she's feeling. On the front, there is white splatters like in the shard parts at the bottom, and that's to show that amongst the darkness, it is very similar to this one, but amongst the darkness there's hope, there's happy memories, and that when feeling depressed, stressed or anxious, you may not always feel at your lowest point. There will be good days and there will be bad days. So it's to show that the good days are there, and to keep hold of them, and to have hope and be positive and have positive thoughts that this day will be good. So it's to show that within her bad times, there are good times. It's not always bad. For this piece, I used rocks because on Mind, as I said, it's good to be in green environments, and in green environments there are rocks. And I took the pictures in green environments to show that she is taking those steps. But I used rocks because I wanted them to be hard objects that are firmly down, that aren't moving, they're secure, and it's her feelings, and that she's feeling not okay. She's stuck down to the table, not feeling okay. Her emotions aren't there, they're not correct. She's not feeling within herself. I added images to show that it's her on the rocks, and on this bottom one particularly, I placed her on the floor curling up, and it's at the very bottom to show that she's feeling low within herself. Among all the other images here, she's feeling very low, and it's at her lowest point. And when feeling depressed, stressed or anxious, you can have those really low points where you're just not feeling like yourself, and you're feeling stuck within and amongst everything else, amongst all these happy feelings over here, or your good times. You're feeling low and stuck, like there's no way up, there's no way out, you're just hanging. Thank you for watching my video. If you ever are feeling stressed, depressed or anxious, please visit mind.co.uk. They can be very useful. Thank you.